Welcome. Currently filling. Oh wait, welcome. I'm about to go to Europe. I'm currently filling up my containers. I just came back from a 1-week retreat. This is a retreat for universities across Canada who have this club called Navigators. So this is our yearly 5-day retreat that happens at a camp somewhere. This year it was in Kelowna, and so they're pretty cool. That also means that people are coming from and heading to different places. So when my friend Neve and I planned to meet up with our best friend who lives in a different city than us, I figured it wouldn't hurt asking if anyone was heading in that direction or was heading to this city and if I could catch a ride with them. And it was possible, so I hopped into someone's car and I got a free ride there, which was really nice. So then my friend Eve and I were able to meet up at around 12 a.m. and we showed up outside of our friend's bedroom window and we blasted music and surprised her for her birthday, and we were able to spend the weekend together.
You want no harmony, then harmony.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Hey. Oh my god! Why is it black now?
Point being, I still have my toiletries from that trip, so I'm just topping them up and deciding if I need a bigger container. I'll be gone for, I think, 7 weeks. Is this enough facial moisturizer? I don't think so, but I think I'm gonna buy like another facial moisturizer once I'm at the location that I'll be staying at for the longest. Got my soaps. Life hack: when you're going somewhere for a short period of time, you can just use like old chapstick containers and melt deodorant and put it in here. So that's what I did for my 1-week trip. I have these 2 cute little deodorants. I think this should be enough. This is my liquids bag, and this is my not liquids bag, and then both of those go in this big freezer bag. Then we've got more things. So I like to cut in half my old contact lens containers. They're pretty leak proof. I mean, this is oil, so it's very liquidy, but for things like, I think this is sunscreen in here. Yeah, this is face sunscreen and it stays perfectly in here. So I'm just gonna top this up. My toiletries are looking pretty good now. Alright, so this was my first international flight by myself. I've taken international flights before with my family, and if you've seen my other videos before, you would see that I've taken now multiple flights by myself, but always within Canada. So I was a bit nervous. I was very nervous for this flight, especially with immigration and messing up my answers or something, but I did make it. I left around 3 p.m. my time, arrived at 6 a.m. in Reykjavik, and was fine. Immigration had a little hiccup, but it was actually fine. So I took a bus into Reykjavik from the airport, found my hostel. They let me check in early, which was amazing because I was like tired but I took a nap because I needed one, and then I went and explored Reykjavik, visited this church that's pretty famous, and I did so with this friend I made on the internet on this page where you could find other solo travelers who were going to Iceland and meet up. Was it a little risky to do that? Of course. But she ended up being normal and real, so that was fun. And then this is us at the square where there were a ton of teens dressed in pajamas for some reason. And then this is the most expensive lunch I've had in my life. It was $40. Yeah, Reykjavik is super expensive. but just for eating out because the grocery store, which I'll show later, is actually fine. But before we went to the grocery store, we just heard this really loud music. It was a punk rock museum. We didn't go in. This is the grocery store, and the prices were actually super reasonable, cheaper than in Canada. And then I got some, what is that? Truffles. And then this is a street. And this is a beautiful view from my hostel. Hello. This is a really rare occurrence. I'm in a room by myself, but there's 5 other bunk beds. There's just no one else here. And I have my retainer in, so welcome, Lisp. Wow, it's really strong right now. Let me give you a tour of what these things actually look like. You have these 3 bunk beds. Here's me. Lockers. I should have showed you in the daytime, but I guess I can tomorrow. Yeah, there's only one light, so it's completely dark over here. There must be a light here. Oh, I think this is a light. Oh. Yeah, this is really cute. Then this is my bunk, but we'll get back. Outside, I can see the gathering space. There's some sort of event going on today, like a private event, so we can't go. Over there's like the bar, but you can't really see. Oh my goodness, it's like 12 and the sun still hasn't set. This is crazy. Currently drying my towel. I just showered tonight because I'm gonna use this tomorrow because I'm going swimming. Just airing out my clothes. This is my little bed. Then here we've got this converter situation going on. And we've got just like, I didn't even see this actually, but we got this. And then for privacy, can just pull this over, but because I'm like have stuff hanging there, I'm not gonna pull it fully. But this is it. And I'm safe and sound, comfy and cozy in my bed. I'm so tired. Actually, I'm not even that tired. Just kind of sleepy. Good night. See you tomorrow. In communal hostel kitchens such as these, there are pots and pans and cooking utensils that you can borrow when you want to cook. And then there are also communal fridges and communal cabinets that you use by putting tape and your name on items so that, they're yours, they're safe. But then if you leave and you still have stuff left over, you can leave them in this free section so then anyone can use it. Today I got free peanut butter, which is great. And sometimes people will leave things like soy sauce or even spices like garlic. Oil is a great thing because it's annoying when you have to buy an entire thing of oil or an entire thing of curry powder when you're only somewhere for like 2 days and can't finish it.
So cool.
Today I joined the same girl that I met yesterday from Reddit, and I joined her and her other friend that she made on Reddit on their 1-day day trip out of Reykjavik and into some of the natural parts of Iceland. We did technically the Ring Road day trip, not all of it, but we just visited certain areas like this crater right now and we also went to some other places that you'll see coming up. But it was really fun, and it was a great way to get out of the city.
Cool. Yeah.
Wait. Did you say you're not vegan this trip? What I mean by that is that I'm vegetarian this trip, but slightly more than vegetarian. Like, I will only have animal products, and animal products meaning dairy or eggs, no meat, if it's baked in. Like, for example, if it says milk powder in a chocolate bar, or pastries fresh from a bakery. I want to experience things authentically, so I just wanted a bit of freedom in that. But I'm still not going to be having cream-filled pastries or cheesy pasta or cheese on my pizza because I know those things are just going to make my stomach upset. I just wanted a little more freedom in how I experience things while still keeping things healthy for me. Hello, it's currently 1:36 a.m. I'm packing. Well, I'd already packed pretty much. There wasn't that much to unpack. I'm just packing some of my shoes. I just showered at like 1 a.m. So that's interesting. I'm gonna take my hair down and like fix it. This is my swimsuit. I didn't get any pictures, but I went to Secret Lagoon. The really famous one is Blue Lagoon, but that one's like $120 to get in. I think this one was like $40 or something. Still more money than I would have spent, but that's what the people I went with were doing, so I figured, I'm not just gonna show up and watch, so I'm gonna go in, and it was nice. I stayed for like an hour. Anyway, so my swimsuit's drying from today, and everything's gonna fit. Oh, you can't even see. Can you? Everything's gonna fit in here. I'm getting hungry, so I might go eat an apple because I think it's too early to have my breakfast that I made a while ago. And it's just been sitting in my locker. So I hope I don't get food poisoning. Just finished a FaceTime call with my friends. I'm gonna leave this room now. Have my suitcase. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye. It's funny because my bulkiest clothing item is this long black skirt, so I'm always wearing it on my travel days. And that makes me feel and kind of look really classy for no reason, but I've actually been loving it because it's not even uncomfortable, it's actually quite comfortable, and then I end up looking good. It makes me feel really fancy and like I'm traveling first class or something, even though I'm flying with the cheapest tickets I could find. I'm lost. Lost in Berlin. Basically, I didn't have data yet, and I was trying to meet up with my brother who had already arrived to the hostel that we had booked, but I was only doing so with screenshots of the Google Maps directions. But I did eventually find my way to him. Although my wallet did get stolen on the way to him, but it's fine, it all got resolved. I ended up just borrowing my brother's extra credit card for the rest of the trip.
Let's record the guy on the scooter. I've never seen a screamo busker before.
And then despite the jet lag that I still kind of had and the 2 hours of sleep that I'd gotten just from sleeping on the plane from Reykjavik to Berlin, still had a full day that day where me, my brother, and our childhood friend who was also staying with us in the hostel in Berlin, we went and walked around, and then we decided to join our hostel's pub crawl because we wanted to get a taste of Berlin nightlife because it's known for that, but it's can also kind of be a little sketchy. So we wanted people who knew what they were doing to show us around. And it was really fun, honestly. I stayed pretty much sober. I only had one drink, but you know, you can still have fun without drinking. And it was just really fun to see what it was like. Obviously, we went to really touristy areas, but it was fun, and we got this free magic show, and everyone around was so out of it, so just fun seeing how amazed they were.
Slow-mo. You can watch it, I do it so slow-mo, right? 2,5 fast.
Dat is ook niet.
What?
No, dat klopt niet.
It's like shopping.
Yeah.
We got home at around 4:30, I think, and then woke up at around 12-ish, and then kind of just walked around. Childhood friend got this thing for like €7, and we had brunch at this vegan place because, oh yeah, Berlin, capital of vegan food. There's vegan food everywhere. Like these candies were vegan, which was awesome. We visited the Berlin Wall, which was cool because I wrote a paper about that in first year. And yeah, kind of just chilled. We ended up going out again, but my brother's exchange friends were also there because he's here on exchange, and they wanted to go to a local Berlin club, but we got denied, of course, because we don't look German, and we didn't fit the dress code, so then we just ended up going to a pub instead, and it was kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it was a day well spent overall.
Maybe it's just to represent how, like, at first you don't really realize how many people died, and then you look into it.
I met up with a friend who I'd made at that same retreat that I had just went on, except I met her a year prior, and she was also in Berlin at the same time as me, so that was really fun to meet up with her. And then this is just a lovely transit ad. This was our last day in Berlin, and we ended with a completely not vegan dinner, so I just didn't eat anything. We took this train, slept on it, and then we arrived into into the Netherlands, and this is where I would be staying for the next 4 days with my brother in his dorm.